Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio, with our Positively Pipeman segment, powerful business strategies with our Next Step CFO, Michael Barbarita. How are you?
Fantastic. How you doing, Dean?
I'm doing great. What I want to know is it really you or is it AI with me today?
You never know. You never know. I'm going to keep it a mystery.
I like it. I like it. So tell us about using AI in your business.
I will, but I just want to inject something that I found out very recently. There is an AI app. I think it's called notebooklm.net or .ai or .com. I can't remember the exact website, but you could Google Notebook LM, and it actually will allow you to have a third party verification. So what that means is that you can have two people talking in very clear language, very polished language, talking about how great you are. So it's two people. You have to program it. And when I say program it, you have to feed it the information. But what it'll do, it'll start conversations with two people, and they will be endorsing you. For example, they'll just say one person will say, and it could be a male and a female, it could be two females, could be two males. One person would say, like Michael Barbarita says, the conversion formula is the best way to attract new business. They'll go into it, and it's so amazing because it's a third party verification. I mean, there's going to be a point in time where we never know what's real and what's not. If
already there,
right? If we're already there, not already there. But anyway, yeah. So today I want to talk about something that I use on a daily basis, and that is Claude. Now, there's ChatGPT. I'm sure it's great. I happen to use Claude because I utilize what's called Project Knowledge, which I consider to be the brain of Claude, not the entire brain. Obviously, Claude has vast knowledge, everything that's on the internet. But in terms of giving it a focus, I utilize Claude. And what I do is I put in Project Knowledge things like my book. I put a customer avatar in Project Knowledge. I put in all the information about my company, what it's about, where I'd like to go, what direction I'd like to take. I also ask, once I put all that information in, by the way, I also have what's called a copywriting Bible that I put into Project Knowledge, which is the best copywriters in the world with their styles. And what I do also is I ask Claude, give me I do 5 questions at a time. So I just keep asking it. Give me 5 questions of how you could be better supportive to Next Step CFO. And so he tells me those questions. I answer them. I put it in Project Knowledge. Later, I ask 5 more questions. I answer them. I ask for 5 more questions. He gives them to me. I answer them. I put them in Project Knowledge. So I'm constantly training the robot.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, whatever you want it to do, doesn't matter what it is, it references that Project Knowledge, and it really is very intelligent about your business, about your style, about your customer, about your strategies that you'd like to implement. And so I think it's a tremendous tool, an absolutely tremendous tool. And it's not just for marketing content. It helps me with business analysis for my clients. It helps me with their relating a strategy to their situation, because it has all this knowledge that I've given it and I've trained it on. And so it's been just a sensational tool, and I hate to lose it now that I got it. But these are things that can help save a tremendous amount of time. I would have to say that Claude saves me a minimum of 2 to 3 hours a day with all the analysis.
And what is it that you like better about Claude compared to Gemini, compared to ChatGPT, compared to all the other ones that are out there?
Yeah. I don't think you could ride the wrong horse, but you might. Okay. But I don't think you could ride the wrong horse. I did not do a lot of analysis. I did some analysis on ChatGPT. Claude came out with Project Knowledge before ChatGPT did. And so because of that, and then my ability to train the robot through Project Knowledge, I just chose Claude. It doesn't mean that Notebook.lm isn't better, or Gemini isn't better, or ChatGPT isn't better. Maybe it is. But I know that I trained my robot for my business, and that's why I use Claude. And that ability to do that through Project Knowledge was the key point for me.
So I have another AI question. I find that most of the people really using AI right now are the people you would least expect. They're the non-techie people. What's your opinion? Yeah, what's your opinion on that? It's like, I think it's because the non-techie people are relying on the AI for the technology expertise. So it's easy to them. Where somebody like me that's a techie, it's funny when I use AI, I realize that I have to proofread stuff.
Oh yeah, it hallucinates. It hallucinates.
Yeah. Most of the non-techies, they don't even proofread. I've seen it. Like I see when they produce something AI, I'm like, did you not proofread it?
I know.
And so what do you think what's the best advice you could give businesses about using AI in that respect of what I was just referring to?
Right. Well, first of all, AI hallucinates. It's called hallucination. I think that's the technical term for it, because it will make you greater or build up the particular topic that you have greater than what reality really is.
Yeah.
And so you definitely have to proofread it. But I have also discovered what you discovered, that less technical people are jumping in, almost like it's a way for them to get technical.
That's what I'm thinking.
It is. And what's critical, though, and what a lot of people miss out on with respect to the quality of AI is the prompt. The prompt is absolutely essential to get right. And so when I make a prompt, it's very specific all the time. Very, very specific, because I want the best answer, or I want the best product for the output. And so my prompts have been 700-800 to 1,000 words long, just to make sure it's specific to what I want. And what people do is they treat it like Google. They treat it like Google, Dean.
Yeah.
Where they put 1 or 2 words or a long keyword into something, and that's not enough.
That's what's important right there, what you said. You have to be very specific, because just like another human, the AI can't read your mind.
Right.
Okay. You need to give the exact specifics if you're going to get the right answer, and you can't do it like halfway, because then you're going to maybe get the wrong answer.
Exactly. And that's what I've found that I found where AI turns people off are the people who don't know really how to prepare the proper prompt.
Yeah.
That's where people say, "Oh, it's terrible. It's vague, or it's it's not something that I can rely on." Okay, and it's because all AI will give you an answer every time. You can just put the word, jump off a lake, and it'll give you an answer. Jump into a lake, and it'll give you the answer. So it gives you an answer every time, but it's your job to give the proper prompt and a specific one.
And to your point, okay, if I'm driving down the road and I ask Siri a question while I'm driving down the road, Siri will ask me if I want to use ChatGPT to answer it. Whoa. And almost every time I say no, because the times I've said yes, it wasn't enough information for ChatGPT to give a proper answer. In fact, there were times where it gave the answer. I'm like, that isn't even relative to what I just asked Siri.
Right.
Right. So, and then if I ask Siri, she just gives me the Google answer if I don't use the ChatGPT, and that's usually more relevant and better.
More accurate. Yeah. Accurate.
Yeah. And it's because of what you're saying, in my opinion.
Yeah. The prompt is so critical. And so if you play around, if you're lazy, you're going to get lousy results, because you're going to be really specific and almost draw a map for AI to get the best answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even the AI needs all the information. It's like
Right.
when you talk to another human being and you don't give them the whole story, they can't give you proper advice.
Right. That's exactly right. It's the same thing, except what you're dealing with is a brilliant mind,
Right.
Which is the big advantage, and it's such a great advantage to be able to take advantage of that brilliant mind by being very specific.
There it is. Be specific with your AI. You heard it here from Michael Barbarita, Next Step CFO, right here on the Adventures of Pipeman, Positively Pipeman segment. How do people reach out to you for real? Not the AI you, but the you real.
Well, one thing they could do is they could go to my website, nextstepcfo.net, and download my book, Powerful Business Strategies, for free, which will be in PDF form, which they could put in Project Knowledge of AI, probably get a condensed version of what it's about. And if they like it, they could utilize it as strategies for their own business and reference it with specific prompts. So that's one thing. The other thing is I'm giving away a free template that will help them develop their position of market dominance, which is the captivate, which is the problem this customer has they don't want. The solution is the fascinate, the second part of the conversion formula, which is the solution they want, they can't find. And this template will help you develop that position of market dominance. So all you do is you go to nextstepcfo.net/contact, go to the contact page, fill out the form, the contact form, and in the space provided, the message box, just put PMD, position of market dominance, PMD.
All right.
That's it.
Thanks again, Michael Barbarita, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.